Tuning into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello everyone and welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV's Spotlight On. I am your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by some lovely special guests. As you guys know, we are celebrating Days of Our Lives' 50th anniversary, and so we want to take a look back at some of our favorite characters, and today is no exception. We have, first joining me for the Spotlight On, one of our favorites from Dishin' Days, Mr.
James Lott Jr.
Hello, James.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me. And of course, you guys are familiar with this face, Mr. Casey Deidrick, ex-Chad DiMera.
Hello, hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
Long time no see.
It's been a while. It's been
Yeah,
a long time.
but you look good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's
You're
the jacket.
It's the
Yeah.
jacket.
It's the
yeah,
jacket.
I told you I feel fly in this jacket.
Yes, he did. So it's a jacket. I agree.
While you guys are joining in live, make sure you subscribe to AFTERBUZZ TV. We love hearing all of your comments. And during our live chat with Casey, we want to know any questions that you guys have. So make sure in our chat room that you have list any questions that you guys may have. And before we dive into this lovely interview, let's go into some housekeeping stuff.
Here's some housekeeping stuff.
That was a whole roundabout way that I didn't really practice it, but I just kind of went with it.
But housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
Let me get my reading voice on. So, we love hearing from you, and we really do. And so does AFTERBUZZ TV. So we keep on saying those tweets and comments. We do read all of them. I mean, seriously, all of them. So, but don't miss a chance to take our very important listener survey on podcast.com. That's podcast, one word. podcast1.com, and that's one word, podcast1.com. Your responses will help us make the show better, the best it can be. It only takes about 3 minutes, so it's really quick, but you'll get instant gratification that comes with knowing you helped us out. You can tell us how you really feel.
Don't be too real with it, though.
I mean, just,
be nice.
Yeah.
Easy.
Be easy about the show. It helps us get to know you better, because without you, we wouldn't be here.
True.
So do it now. Take that survey at podcast1.com. That's podcast1.com. And keep those tweets and comments coming.
That announcement brought to you by the fine folks at AFTERBUZZ TV.
That's right.
All right, so Casey, how have you been?
I've been well. I've been doing very well.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. So we're gonna take a trip back to good old Salem, USA.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, because first, officially, next week will be 6 years ago. He started as Chad. And I believe it was Chad Peterson, I believe.
Chad Peterson Woods.
Woods.
Chad Woods, Chad Peterson
Woods, yes, he had many names.
There was a long string of names there.
Well,
Yes.
one thing Days loves is giving people new names.
They do.
Whoever has that job in Salem that is in charge of changing driver's license and all that kind of stuff, they must have a really crappy job, because they're like, oh, it's you again.
It must be a full-time job.
Yeah.
They do it so much.
Because on some soaps it's about the marriages, but not on Days.
No, it's about the name changes. It's like, what name am I today?
Right, am I a Horton? Am I a Roberts? Am I, what am I?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Well, ask hashtag Maxine's son. So I'm just kidding. We won't go into that. So, Casey, before you even started on Days, you actually auditioned for a different role on Days, right?
Yes, I originally auditioned for the role of Tad.
T.
Which was played by Brennan Coughlin.
Yeah.
And
he's great.
I love him. Actually, I still talk to him today.
Oh, nice.
I auditioned for that, and I went in and read for producers, and I killed it too. I did so good. I was like, yeah, I got this shit.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Okay. And then, I got obviously I didn't get it. And then, about 3 weeks later, I get a phone call saying, hey, they want you to test for this new role, Chad, on Days, and yeah, of course.
Rest is history.
Exactly.
See, I never knew that. I always thought you went in for Chad.
No, not originally, no.
See,
but Marnie saw something, and I love Marnie so much, and she
Yeah.
gave me my shot. So I would always appreciate that.
I actually met Marnie. She's like a cool chick.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Marnie.
Yeah. So what did you like about the character of Chad? Because Chad he went through some very interesting times.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
While he was in
That's an
Salem.
understatement.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did I like about Chad? What I liked about Chad was that he was very relatable.
Yeah.
You know, there was a lot of hurt in him that I kind of identified with, and you know, just with his family and growing up, and you know, not really knowing who his family was, and actually having an asshole as a father, first of all.
Yes.
And I think you know, just playing with those different colors, and it was a lot of fun and a great learning experience to go through that.
Now, was Days like your first major like role? Because I know you had done like a few guest spots and stuff, but was that like your first like?
That was my first, I guess, major role. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I did a couple guest spots on like 90210 and
really?
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh yeah.
So,
I remember that
so
show.
funny. I
remember that
look
show.
back on those clips, and I'm just like, oh my god, my hair. What was I thinking?
You had the high.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you did have the high hair.
It was crazy. I mean, but yeah, Days of Our Lives was my first home.
Did you ever watch soaps before that, or hear of them, or parents?
My stepmom used to watch Days of Our Lives a lot,
Oh, okay.
and she was a stay-at-home mom, and she always had Days of Our Lives on in the background.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of a coincidence that I ended up being on the show.
Did she freak out when you were like, when you got booked
Oh
on the
yeah,
show?
of course. Just popping champagne.
I always envision like whenever there's a situation like that, like the parents are like, okay, so when you get there, tell Stefano that I said hi, and then also, oh, I love Marlena. Would you actually, will you have her call me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I think after the first week or two after my first episode aired, I had a fan encounter who called me out on being a dick to Mia, pretty much, and it was just like, I was like, what are you talking about? So that was like my first fan encounter, like someone screaming at me for being mean to Mia.
Yeah, fans are really, really, really invested in their
they are.
characters. Yes.
Well, you know, I think they feel like they're close to these characters because you're on 5 days a week,
They
so they
watch
feel like
every
they
day.
know you.
They grow up with you, and you know, that's of course.
Now, your stepmom didn't like call you and go, "What you did today on the show, I don't appreciate."
No, she definitely didn't do that.
Oh, good. So she's separated.
Yeah, she's separated.
That's good.
She didn't call you Chad all the time.
No.
But Chad, I mean, yeah.
Maybe when I was getting shot, maybe that was.
Oh yeah, I got shot.
How many times did I get shot? I got like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
I
you
got
did.
shot.
Yeah, several times.
I'm like 50 Cent, just never
Yeah,
died.
right. Well, I mean, you ended up being a DiMera, so like,
yeah,
you know,
shot for at least once or twice.
it's almost like when you have the DiMera bloodline. I mean, you're
It's gonna
just
bleed.
invincible.
Bullets are just coming your way.
Yeah.
No matter what.
It's kind of like the bullet thinks like, oh, he's a DiMera, like we're not gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Just graze him. Just graze
He'll
him.
come back to life anyway, so I mean,
right.
come on.
It's true.
Speaking of, how did you feel when your character became a DiMera? Because all this time it was just kind of like you had your parents and everything. Then suddenly it was like your mom was a prostitute, and it was actually which. Just to let you know, that storyline still carries on.
It still carries on.
Well,
Wow.
well, not with your mom, but with another mom that was apparently a part of the prostitution ring
just
brought
never
on
ending.
by Stefano. Yeah,
Yeah, see, Vinny had a lot of girls of different races and
Right.
ages, and
I guess when I first found out that I was a DiMera, I thought, wow, I've got a job for 2 more years. You know?
that makes sense. Yes, that makes sense.
that's a good thing.
Tied
That's
to a big family. Yes.
That's cool. And second of all, I really wanted to work with James Scott, and and to this day, like I will always consider him a great mentor and a brother.
Yeah.
I love that guy very much.
Yeah. No, James is really cool.
I heard he's really nice.
Yeah,
Very hurt.
yeah.
Yeah. He just he just taught me the ropes, and he helped me out a lot with being a DiMera and my scenes, and so I thank him.
Yeah.
I really do.
If you can remember your first day on Days, like when you first got to set and your first scene?
My first day was like, all right, Casey, take your shirt off and you're gonna make out with Taylor in the back seat of this car.
Was it really?
Yeah,
That's
that was my first day on set. I had the make out scene in the back seat of the car.
How was that? Like going in and being like, all right,
Hi.
day one.
I remember being very nervous, and I remember everyone having a huge problem with her being fully clothed because she was 15 at that time.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay,
I think I had to be just turning 21, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so like that was just kind of an issue for a lot of people. But I mean, she's a professional, and it was it was fine at the end of the day. So
Do you still keep in touch with Taylor?
I haven't talked to her in a while, actually. A couple of my castmates from My Candy bumped into her, and that we said hi, but that's about it.
Oh.
She's doing other things though right now.
She's
She
busy
is,
too.
yeah. It's almost sometimes like, days is like college, and then you graduate, and then you get like...
It's a good springboard because
It's a boot camp.
you see like Ashley Benson and all these actresses that were on there and actors, they're all doing other things.
Yeah.
They're actually working.
No, it's a good springboard, I should say.
Yeah.
It just launches you into other things. But Days of Our Lives will always be the foundation.
So it must have also helped you exercise your memorizing muscle, learning all those pages
Yeah.
of dialogue a day. 'Cause it's different than nighttime.
I remember the first week was hell because it took me 5-6 days to go to memorize one script.
Wow.
And it was funny because at the end I could memorize a script in half an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's just muscle. You got to work that
Yeah.
muscle. And
Yeah.
The more you do
That
it, the better you
pace,
get.
too.
Yeah. And so I'm very thankful, and to this day I'm still like that too. So I got a really good memory that way.
Yeah, it works out, doesn't it? Because I know nighttime is way slower. They shoot way differently.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
There's some similarities, but yeah,
Okay.
for the most part, it's different.
Because with soaps, you have like one shot to get it right.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
one shot. If you mess up, you go back and redo that one line. all right, we're good, guys.
Yeah. That's it.
I remember the last week I was filming. I think I filmed 5 or 6 episodes, and one day I had 3. I would say probably 70 pages of dialogue in one day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
See, for me, I would be like, cue cards?
Yeah, I don't really. They don't do those anymore, do they? I'm like, dang it.
No.
Yeah.
No, well, that's all me.
So, how'd you get through that? What was one of the things that you did to kind of keep your mind not from melding?
I didn't leave the house for 2 days.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Casey, let's hang out. I'm like, no, man, I'm going my lines.
I'm on day 3.
I got 70 pages to go
30
through.
pages, man. No, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So.
What else did you learn just from your time on Days? Because I know with it being there's so much going on, and it's your first major role, and there's a lot of pressure, I think, going into a situation like that. At the end, what did you take from your experience?
I grew up there. I think from 21 to 25, 26. I had a family. That was my family, and I created a long-lasting bond with people, and I got to work with so many talented and different actors.
Yeah.
That made me want to be better, and I think it just shaped me into the actor I am today.
Yeah.
I mean, never in anything else will there be a storyline like Days of Our Lives where you get shot in one episode and your mom's a stripper from another episode. It's just
You had a baby.
Yeah, I had
lost
a baby that died.
Yeah.
I mean, it just. I was getting massaged in a spa by Gabby.
Yes, I remember that.
Worst episode ever.
It was a trying episode, yes, for us viewers.
That was by far my least favorite episode I ever did.
Was there ever a storyline that you felt I don't know about this for the character?
Yeah, I mean that whole spa thing was just kind of out there.
Yeah. And the spa popped up randomly.
It sure did.
It definitely
we have a
did.
spa here in Salem.
Right.
The disaster that was. I mean, as exciting as it was, how ridiculous it was. I was down in that damn tunnel for
you were alone.
a week.
Yes, you were.
How am I not dead?
Right. Well, again,
you're
Demera. You guys don't die.
You don't die.
In fact, you probably built the tunnel.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably
You just
did.
didn't know it.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why you were able to navigate through it.
We had that damn iPad that we're like looking through. Like, it's
And good reception down in that
You're
tunnel.
right,
It's so
yeah.
funny. Eric and I were like joking around, like how funny it would be if we were playing Angry Birds while we're walking through. we're like running through the maze.
Now I heard Eric Martzoff is really hilarious. Off camera,
He's so funny. Yeah, he is hilarious. Good guy.
Yeah. And I also want to ask you, speaking of former guest stars, you worked with David Leisure, who was the Joey Zuzu guy for years. He played your original dad.
Yeah, he
D.A.
played my original dad. Everyone's like, yeah, have you seen his commercials? The Zuzu commercials? I was like, what are you talking about?
yeah,
So I Google him and I see that. I'm like, oh my.
And I mean, for a long time. He played for a long time.
He was so much fun to work with. Yeah, great guy. It was an honor to work with him, really.
So was he straight-laced most of the time? He's known for comedy.
He's very funny in person, and it's so funny because in his acting in Days, he was a total asshole.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You know, he was.
Yeah. So
Totally opposite of how he normally, because he always plays these like offbeat,
Yes, he does.
like characters.
No,
These, like
but
kooky, goofy ones.
He was good. He was fun to work with.
And Megan Tuck, who of course people know from Judging Amy, True Blood, One Life to Live. How was it working with her? I mean, she was
a sweetheart. She kind of took me under her wing too. And,
good.
Really enjoyed working with her as well. I honestly no complaints. Just a wonderful woman, and I'm really happy for her in her career. So.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I'm looking in our chat to see what questions people have, and one of them I have to scroll up to see. We'll get to all of that later. Actually, someone, Casey, wants you to look into your camera there and just wave at them. So, look.
What's her name?
She is somewhere in here, but just say hi.
Hi.
It's for you, girl.
He's actually here live.
Yes,
I'm
in our
here.
studio.
I'm
He's
live.
here. He's for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Scrolling up, so many people have a lot of questions about eye candy, which we will get to,
Cool.
later. Chris Miller asks, who did you want to do scenes with that you didn't get a chance to have scenes with?
Good question.
On Days of Our Lives.
You worked with almost everybody, didn't you? Kind of.
I did, but I never got to work with Mark Hapka.
Yeah. Okay.
Really, I never did. I never got to work with Shelley.
Oh yeah, Shelley.
Yeah. Your stars didn't cross. They didn't cross, did they?
Yeah.
She was
That's
definitely-
weird because Salem is so small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was still like the younger group from their younger
yeah.
group.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah. Okay.
But I really, I can't really complain because I got to work with, I got to work with everybody. I didn't work with
Sweeney,
Nadia. She would have been fun to work with.
Yeah.
She's wonderful.
But yeah, other than that,
Yeah.
James Scott was the main one.
Yeah.
I definitely wanted to work with James.
Leah Mulder wants to know, do you miss playing Chad?
Do I miss playing Chad? I kind of grew up, and I think I kind of wanted to explore other things. And I mean, Chad will always have a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
But I think I did what I could with Chad at that time, and I had to let it go.
Yeah.
You know,
Is that? I mean, and that's partly why you left the show, obviously, because
Right.
I feel like as an actor, you feel like you have that moment, like.
Yeah, I felt like I wasn't getting the opportunity to showcase my acting as the way I wanted to
Yeah.
on the show, and I just felt like it was just my time to go, and as much as I love everyone at Days and they treated me so well there,
Yeah.
I knew it was my time.
Yeah.
I had to go out there and experience other things and learn and make mistakes and eventually get to where I want to be in my career.
I guess that isn't it usually an actor's life a nomadic kind of life in general? Supposedly, you want to play all kinds of roles.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are like, "You're crazy, man. You're giving up the steady paycheck." And I said, "Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I mean, you're not going to get anywhere if you just play it safe. You get rewarded for taking a leap.
I like
taking
that.
a chance.
That's
So,
good advice. I like that.
You got to risk it, man. You got to take a risk. So
Yeah.
that's what I did, and that's how I lived my life pretty much, and it's always worked out for me. Somehow, way or another, it's worked out.
Well, it definitely has, like, because since you left Salem, you've done guest spots on Glee, on Revolution,
Glee,
Body of Proof. Are there any shows currently on now that you would love to be a part of?
Now, I would say Walking Dead would be fun. That would be such a fun role. If Sons of Anarchy was still on, I would love to be on that show.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as right now, House of Cards is really cool. I've been watching that.
My brother loves that show.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of politics, but you know, I really love the acting in it, and I think Kevin Spacey's brilliant in it. So House of Cards would be good. I'm trying to think of other shows out right now.
I can see him on Veep.
On Veep?
Mm-hmm. I love a show with Julia Dreyfus. It's so good. It's a political show, but I can see you on it coming on and kind of disturbing people and doing things in the White House.
I'm not good with this game because all of my shows that I watch are reality TV and days.
That's the downfall of us.
Well,
yes,
I know.
Exactly.
Well, it's bad. It's like my guilty pleasure. Like I like to watch reality TV because it makes me realize that my life isn't so bad.
It's true.
Yeah. So
very true.
You know, it's a reminder of not to be one of those ratchet people on a reality show.
Actually, there is a Walking Dead spinoff coming out too.
You
could be on that from LA.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Sign him up. Get him some work. Sign him up.
Well, one of the shows that you just did was MTV's Eye Candy, and everyone has questions about your time on Eye Candy. How did you enjoy playing a detective?
That was probably one of the most challenging roles I've done. Just because of how quickly everything kind of spun out, and I literally got a phone call, and 2 days later I was on a plane flying to New York.
Wow!
And I had to pack my bags for 3-4 months, and so I didn't get much preparation time, but so I was kind of just thrown into the wolves' den.
You mean to tell me watching the Salem PD didn't prep you to be a stellar detective?
Roman Brady or Abe didn't teach you anything?
Because we don't know how great those people are.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a New York hipster cop.
You're very hipsterish.
I was very hipster.
Yes, the clothing, everything.
Yeah, I mean, like even when I got the role, I had my side shaved and I was growing out the top, and they're just like, let's go with it, let them keep it. So they did. But I'm sorry, what was your question?
Just how was it playing a detective?
Yeah, it was. I felt like a badass.
Okay.
I felt like a badass. I mean, you definitely feel like you have some kind of I don't know, just a sway with people when you're wearing a badge and a gun, you know. And but I like playing roles where the characters are relatable.
Yeah.
And I thought he was a very relatable character. I thought he was a very broken character, and you know, I just threw a lot of myself into that.
Yeah.
And you know, there's more colors to the whole detective thing, you know. So and that's what I kind of cashed in on.
And how was it working with Victoria Justice?
Yes.
Because I feel like that was kind of a new role for her too, because she was so like Kitty, like with Nickelodeon, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's now in this like MTV,
adult.
Yeah,
adult show.
I think she surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, and she's such a genuine, you know, beautiful person, and she's very lovely to work with, and you know, it was a blessing being on set with her every day.
Mm-hmm. She seems like a cool chick.
She's super cool, super rad. You know, she jokes about everything, and
does she sing on set?
She eats like so much food. I don't know where she puts it.
See, I wish I had that gene.
Me too.
Because anytime I look at pizza, I just gain 5 pounds. I mean, it could be partly because I eat it, but at the same time, I look at it, and it's like 5 pounds are like, here we go, it's about to happen.
No, that wasn't the case with her. She she's always snacking on something, but she was great, and you know, I loved working with her.
Did you want your characters to get together?
Did I want our characters to get together? Sorry, for the storyline, I thought. But
yes, for the storyline.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying was that I wanted them to get together, but not right away.
Yes.
You know, I wanted the build up to be just right, and I wanted the fans to get a chance to actually cheer for us, and I think they did a really good job with doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they did.
So
now everyone is very disappointed that the show got canceled.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
And everyone keeps asking, is there any hope for it? Like, what's happening to it? Is there any buzz about it possibly coming back?
Is there hope? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I can't really say much right now. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
But there are people out there trying to fight to get it on another network.
But see, I think fans who are out there, if you guys want it back, you guys know that we love our hashtag.
Yes, we do.
If you want to see eye candy back, hashtag bring back eye candy, and tweet it to Casey and Victoria and everyone else on the cast and MTV and whoever else you need to voice your opinion to. Because fans now, they have such a huge voice, and a lot of things are coming back.
Shows have been saved.
We have such an undying love with our fans, and I love our eye candy fans. They've been so great and so supportive, and I love them.
So what's the difference between your eye candy fans and Days fans? What have you found some differences?
They're about 30 years apart.
I was going to say MTV.
20 years apart. Which is totally fine. It's just different, different age groups. But it's cool to hit or cater to a different age group and reach out to younger fans, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the love and support.
Yeah. We have a question here from a fan, Leah, who asked, are you and Chandler Massey still making music videos?
Not making music videos, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Aww.
You won't be able to see us in our underwear walking down the street anytime soon.
Sorry, kids. Sorry.
They were hoping for a part 2.
Oh, man. That's so funny. We filmed that in about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. We filmed that
really?
Enrique Iglesias video.
Yeah.
So stupid. I think halfway through, Chandler and I looked at each other like, what the hell are we doing? Like, we'll just do it anyway.
You already started, so yeah.
I remember watching that when it first came out, and I giggled the whole entire time.
I did too.
I think you guys were having fun with it. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was just a goof. We were just having fun. That's all it was.
But you guys are still making music together.
You
guys have a band together.
Yeah, we do. We just recorded 3 new songs, and one song just came out about a month ago, and we got 2 more songs coming out soon. That's strictly passion. We're just doing that because we love it and we love the music. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, I should say, but I booked days in the middle of us writing music and stuff.
Okay.
Or not days, I'm sorry, eye candy.
Yeah.
And so I moved for about 4 months and came back, and so.
Can we mention the band name? And I Still Rise?
Yeah.
Right. I saw the video for the song. I think it was you put it out in May, right? Or April, the last
the music video?
Yeah,
it was about a year and a half ago.
I discovered it about a month ago. I loved it. I did. It was really good.
Thank you.
I was thinking, because it's kind of metal.
It's metal. It's hardcore. But
Yes.
it's also got some melodies in there, and
Well, it worked. It totally worked. I was just looking at it as a soap, star, and then seeing that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I think it's really important for me to show people that I'm not just a soap actor. I'm there's many other things and many other different colors about me.
Yeah.
And that I'm trying to showcase.
So would you like to be like at the same time actor and singer and have like concurrent careers? Would that be something you'd like to have? Or is it more
right now,
side
I'm
thing?
mainly focusing on acting.
Okay.
That's my main focus right now, and I'm back in an acting class, and I'm just really really taking it. I shouldn't say seriously, but I'm just more focused right now.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah. What other things besides acting and music do you enjoy, especially like during your downtime? Like, what do you just enjoy doing?
Eating.
Oh my gosh.
Food. I eat so much food. It seems like the older you get, the more you eat. I'm just like,
this is true.
I'm just eating. I'm eating so much
That's
food.
how that happens. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Sure. Okay.
But I do a lot of CrossFit training. I'm really into
See,
CrossFit.
I commend people who do CrossFit
Me too.
because I drive by those people who are like running outside and like doing all the CrossFit stuff, and I just say, "Good for you!" as I pull into the Burger King parking lot that's like a couple of doors down from the CrossFit.
Yeah, I'm usually at Yogurtland eating my yogurt, and they run around me because the CrossFit thing's around the corner.
Oh man, I'm addicted. But besides that, I travel with my girlfriend, see her play her shows. Her and I like to eat a lot, and yeah, we just
Can we mention who shows? Is she a singer in a band?
Sure. She's in a group called Cruella. And
Oh, I love them.
yeah.
Oh, you're with her.
Yes.
Oh, I know who she is. I
Do
love
you not follow Casey on social
I
media?
do, but I didn't know he was with her. I like the group a lot. Great songs.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I do.
you.
Love it.
She's amazing, and I got really lucky with her.
Wow.
Well, she got really lucky with you as well.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
I felt
Exactly.
like I always feel like guys are always like, I'm just so lucky.
Right,
And there's someone that has to say, well, she's
Look
lucky
at
to
you.
have you too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. There's this one girl in our chat named Blurta who has repeatedly posted. She said she would just die if you say this. I will never stop looking for you, Lindy.
That was like one of my last lines in the
Yes.
last episode.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, it's so funny how many fans are putting, what are they called, mimes or memes?
Memes.
Oh, the
Yes,
memes?
memes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
They're like putting these memes of me saying that. I'm glad they like it.
Yeah, don't kill her because she says she'll die if you say
Yeah,
it.
so
So,
let's
so
drop
I don't
that.
want you to kill her.
She's not
by,
Demira.
by saying it.
I'll never stop looking for you.
Oh, there you go. You can see if it
And-
explode and scene.
And thank you so much, Blurta, for being here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure she's fine. Leah Mulder asked, and I know why she asked this question.
Uh-oh.
She asked, "Do you eat pizza rolls?"
Oh,
Do I eat pizza rolls? No.
Yes.
No.
You can never join us for our recap show, Casey.
Yes, that's just a very important part.
I'm on that paleo diet, so no, I do not eat pizza rolls.
Paleo diet.
That's all we talk about are
Pizza
pizza
rolls.
rolls
Yes,
on our
exactly.
recap show for days, which
Really?
you guys can tune in every Sunday at 5 p.m.
Yes.
Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
And so anytime there's a moment on days where it was kind of boring or lackluster, we say we had a pizza rolls moment, which meant that we went to go make pizza rolls.
You know, the microwave or whatever.
So
just,
you went and got pizza rolls about 20, 25 times an
Possibly,
episode. Okay.
yeah. Especially last week. Last week was kind of
That's
a
great.
slow,
Yeah,
kind
it's
of a slow
kinda
week.
rough.
Yeah. So, random questions.
Okay.
What are 5 things that fans may not know about you? Number 5.
Number 5. I've been skateboarding since I was 10.
Yep.
They may not know that. I am a level 1 CrossFit instructor.
Are you really?
Okay.
Huh.
So if I come to you, you'll totally be cool
Oh
with
yeah.
me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just know I'm not. I will never sign up for that. I will retweet or post about come take CrossFit with Casey, but I could never.
I'll tell you what. If I train you, you're not going to be able to get up for a week.
See,
Okay.
and that would be a problem for me.
Oh, yes. He has to get up. He has things
So
to
that's
do. 2.
two, three.
Okay. My favorite director is David Fincher.
Oh, okay.
Love Fight Club. That's like okay. So David Fincher. My favorite movie is Fight Club.
okay.
Okay.
So that was
That's 3 A and B.
yes. 2 more.
I love Heath Ledger.
Oh, okay.
The Joker was probably my all-time favorite role,
Okay.
and I can do a really good impression, but I am not going to do it right now.
Dang. I was like,
I'm not.
I was like,
Casey knows me well enough
Oh,
to know
yeah.
that the second he says he can do an impression, I'm always like, "Are you gonna do it?"
Well, you made me do the Fire Marshal Bill one for Jim
I
Carrey.
did.
last time.
Oh, you
I
did? Oh,
Well, I interviewed Casey years ago for my web show Lounging with Tony,
Yes.
and he said that he one of his favorite actors was Jim Carrey,
I can see that.
and I was like, "Can you do an impression?" And he did Fire Marshal Bill.
Oh my God.
He
I just-
also in that episode tried to teach me how to skateboard.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's right. I did.
Yes, he did his best. I failed as a student, but you can see that episode because
Yeah.
it was a fun one.
Yes.
That was a great interview. I loved it.
Yeah. And one last thing that fans don't know about you.
One last thing. I have an obsession with leather jackets.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have about 5 leather jackets, six leather jackets, and I just wear them. I don't know what it is. I just love leather jackets. I don't know.
Interesting.
You know, I think we all have our things. Like I actually love outerwear. Like any jackets, vests, whatever. Like I feel like I would go out and buy more of those than I would
Yeah.
clothes. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. It does.
Yeah. Like I would buy another jacket before I buy another shirt.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah. And I'm like, I have it. And in LA, you
LA.
don't wear jackets. Like it doesn't even get
Yeah.
cold enough to wear a jacket.
It's so funny seeing people like buy pea coats. It's like
Right.
it's like homie, you're never gonna wear it
You're
here.
going to get right.
ever.
You have Pico?
He's probably
You
just
travel, right? You travel, right?
Well,
to
I
cold
do.
places?
Okay, so listen, I will tell this story. There's this one jacket I saw in H&M. It's like it was green. It was like a pea coat. It had like different color. Like it had like leather sleeves, and it was green. It had this big collar, and I was like, I really want it. And I was like, but it's stupid to buy because it's never going to get cold enough to wear it. I mean, it was like thick. It was almost like I need to be in Denver to like wear this jacket. And I went to the store again. I ended up buying it. And the second a wind came through LA, I put it on. I was like, I am wearing
Isn't that funny how like everyone freaks out once it starts like a drop of rain comes?
Yeah,
or like,
we were just about that.
it was like, oh,
okay,
on this jacket now.
no,
That's it.
I'm from Colorado. I love it.
Oh, there you go.
See?
I'm used to it.
understand.
Now, what other projects and things that do you have coming up? I know. Are you allowed to talk about?
Yeah, I just
Notice how I back.
Yeah.
I know you backed. I was like, where you going?
I definitely didn't ask
Like,
him
where you
about this
going?
before, but
like the police are gonna come in and like
yeah.
reprimand you.
all of a sudden they were like, "You can't talk about that."
Sorry.
No, I can talk about it. I just got done shooting a film called Advance and Retreat with a very talented actress named Riley Vocal. She's on what the hell is that show name? The spinoff of Vampire Diaries.
Oh, was it
The originals.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. She's on the originals.
The control booth.
And so yeah, we played opposite each other, and we just got done shooting the movie last week.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
And yeah, so that's what I just finished. Just finished doing that.
Nice.
Do you want to do any comedies? You want to do some comedic stuff?
I would definitely be up for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
I want to see you do some comedy stuff.
Well, maybe we'll see. It's coming up.
I think he could do it.
Yeah,
I think
I think
deep
you
down
could.
inside you have a funny bone.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely do. It's just I haven't been able to
Showcase
it.
It's in there. I know it is. Bring it out. Come on,
It's in
comedy
there somewhere.
people. He
It's
can
in
do
there.
it. Put him on Modern Family or something. He can do it. So I'm giving you work. Trying to give you work.
Quick shout out to Madison Firth. Hello, Madison.
Hello, Madison.
That is your
Madison.
shout out from all of us here.
Hello.
We're going to take a few more questions before we wrap things up. A lot of people think you already said your favorite movie, and that was Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Yeah.
And The Dark Knight.
And The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Zoe 10115 asks, your favorite song by Cruella?
Live. That's mine.
Human, I would say. That's probably my favorite one. That one I connect to the most, I would say.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
A very beautiful song.
Hello, Andrew. Hello, everyone. Hello to everyone who's joining us in our
Yes.
live chat.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you
I
for
love
all your
this-
questions.
this,
Yeah, these are cool
this
questions.
live chat. Yeah,
These are good.
The fans are very dedicated. Now, this is like the ultimate question, which everyone gets asked this question here at our AfterBuzz TV Spotlight on. Now, we know that Billy Flynn has taken over the role of Chad.
Uh-huh.
But let's say if for any reason he gets stuck in a tunnel and dies and they have to bring Chad back.
That's so morbid.
Well, I mean, not Billy dying,
Oh, you're not
but
Billy,
like,
yeah, but
but
Billy.
Chad
Right.
dying,
Oh, right.
and they have to bring, and Chad is being brought back. Would you ever be open to going back to days?
It just depends.
Yeah.
I mean, I would. I'm gonna pull a Justin Bieber and never say never.
Oh my God.
J Biebs.
J. Biebs.
But as of right now, I probably wouldn't. But that's not saying that I wouldn't. Later on in time.
Yeah.
But I mean, always keep that door open. I would love to. Always keep the door open.
They could always bring you back as a different character because they've done that a few
Oh,
times.
yes, they
for
have.
people, which
Yeah.
can be very confusing sometimes.
Like
'Cause,
Roman, and he was Chris years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy Evans was, of course, Adrian,
And Bonnie.
and then they brought her back as Bonnie Lockhart, and then
love
they
her.
brought her back again as Adrian.
I loved her as Bonnie Lockhart.
Isn't that crazy? How
You
they
know
do
what?
that?
Because you guys know I love to add to my own
Yes.
storyline.
Yes.
The hashtag Maxine Sun storyline. Casey, you're not familiar with this, but one day I think I'm going to be on days, and I have to kind of help the writers determine how I fit on days. So there's a nurse, Maxine, who's on there.
Love
And-
Maxine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
right. You're
okay.
on there. And I feel like I could play her son. So I think what we could do is that whenever I arrive in Salem, I could arrive with a friend, and that could be you, and we'll have to give you like a new name, like okay, insert new name here. And so we could come back, and then I will find out that I'm a Demera, because that's my goal, is to find out that...
To be a Demera?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
The whole storyline is that Maxine was actually a part of the prostitution ring that, like, your mom and Kate and, like, all the other ones were a part of. She was actually the madam. She wasn't actually a prostitute.
No,
Maxine?
Yeah. And then she went off and had me, and then she came back, and then I come back and find her and then realize who my dad is. And then I just bring a friend along, and you can be that friend.
I'm down.
Hashtag Maxine's son. You see how this storyline just keeps growing?
More Black Demiras. More Black Demiras.
Yeah, why not? We haven't had
no
one
Lexi
since
anymore.
No Lexi. Oh, I love Lexi.
You guys got pretty close to as characters and also probably in real life.
Yeah, I was really, really sad when she left.
Renee Jones, I mean, she was so beautiful.
That had to be the saddest scene.
Oh my God, I know. I bawled like a baby.
Ever.
Like a baby.
Well, when they decided to kill off Lexi, I think fans were like, and then when it happened, and just her outside, and Abe was just,
I know.
That was like one of the few times I got teary-eyed on days. The first time was during the Salem Stalker, and everyone was going to like New Salem, and
they were killing him by by what they were, like Maggie hit by the bottle, and Alice in the Donut.
Yes. and that was kind of like, the internet was kind of popular. See, I'm kind of dating myself.
Yeah, I know.
It was kind of popular, and so like that was the first time I remember going online to find out, were they fired? Is their contract over?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what was happening?
I read the magazines. That's how old I am. I mean, I was reading the Soap Opera Digest.
Soap Opera Digest?
Yes, and seeing what was going on. I know. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Well, before we depart, first of all, Casey, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Reliving your time on Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, it's been quite some time.
Yeah. Before we head off, let everyone know where they can find you, where they can keep in touch with you through your Twitter, Instagram.
Hey guys, you can reach me at Casey Deidrick. That's my Twitter handle and Instagram handle.
Keeps it real simple.
Yeah, real simple. And you can follow my shenanigans on there.
And James?
Black Hope LA on Twitter.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Lounging with Tony, and of course my website, loungingwithtony.com. Thank you guys again for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV's Spotlight On with Casey Deidrick. We hope to see you guys this Sunday and every Sunday for our Audition Days recap. Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you then. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.